Alright gang, I'm going to show you guys the absolute oddest diecast car I've ever seen. And let me give you a backstory. My youngest brother, I guess it's about 87, 88, showed up with my duplex I was living in at the time. And in 1972, orangish red fastback Gran Torino. And I thought it was the biggest hunk of junk because, you know, Torinos, especially the fastbacks, had a lot of rust problems. And this one had some rust problems. It had some, I don't want to say major, but it had some damage, you know, parking lot damage and all that. And he told me don't laugh, gave me the keys, told me to go down the cul-de-sac and just punch it in first gear. And when I took off, that car launched, and then when it hit second gear, it broke traction. And it had real good tires on it. I was just super impressed with the power of that Gran Torino. Alright, so, you know, I posted a couple of videos, I think it's 3, of some diecast Ford Econoline vans. And what is that? So I'm looking on eBay the other night, and they have a diecast fastback Torino. So I sent him the picture. And it's I think it was 125 scale, 124 scale. Well, don't hold me exactly to it, I don't recall. And no, I did not purchase one. So he sends me a note back saying that's pretty cool. He'd like to get himself one, and if it, you know, I hope he does. So I get back on eBay and I just typed in diecast Ford Gran Torino ending soonest, and this one popped up. Now it's pretty large scale. There's a standard Hot Wheel. So this is about 5.5 inches long from bumper to bumper. So anyway, long story short, opening bid was 99 cents. And I think it was like $5 shipping or something like that. And I said, well, you know, it's kind of neat looking. I've seen the Corgi, and it's a Corgi. I've seen the Corgi Starsky and Hutch versions, but I never saw this black version with the weird decals. And the 2 antennas on the back. You used to call them fire sticks around here on trucks. I don't know if that's a common thing to call them across the country back in the 70s, but it's kind of weird where they're posted. Usually they're posted. I've seen people had one on a car on a bumper, or they bolted a huge hole into the body of the car and had one. But this, you know, it had painted in tail lights. You know, pretty decent looking car. And what really caught my eye was the Bandit Trans Am decal. So I'm thinking, that's weird. And then on the sides of the car is the Phoenix again. So I said, for 99 cents, it's worth a shot. So it shows up in the mail, and it's got one. You know, the decal here is peeled down a bit. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that yet, but the rest of the decals are in really good shape. You know, they're not peeling or anything. Got really good detail. Let's see what it come out. There you go. You see some letters across the nose, and again the back. Detailed taillights. Now here's the damage, and then it's got a battery compartment. So where the battery goes, the retaining clip, you know, the one you had to push open to get the battery compartment open, is broke. And that struck me as odd as, why is a diecast car like this, why is there a battery compartment on it? Well, it's called, I don't know if it's going to come out, probably not. Let's see, can you make that out? This is Corgitronics. Never heard of that. So, and in the eBay ad it said it worked, so I didn't know what it did. It doesn't have the lights on it anywhere. This is what it did, and it's the cheesiest thing. Ready? It's a horn. Oh my God, that is so hilarious. I've never seen these before. I don't know if they, and I haven't looked, I guess I could go look, but I don't know if they had a line of these type of cars that had horns and all that. But that is the coolest thing. And annoying. So I kept, when my son got home, I had it sit on the table, and every time he'd look away, I'd press it, and it was getting to on his nerves, and I finally showed him what it was. Then he took it, and he wouldn't quit pressing it. But gang, it's pretty cool. Cheesy. Don't know when it was made, what year it was made. It says Corgitronics on it, and it's a Ford Gran Torino. I like it. Alright gang, if you know anything about this, tell me something. I'd really like to know more details on it. I probably won't go looking into it, but who knows, I could. That's it gang, thanks a lot.